This training session is recommended for all employees. We'll talk about what it takes and what it means to have a good safety attitude. A safety attitude cannot be regulated or measured, but it can be achieved. This training is in everyone's best interest to stay safe at work and home. The objective of this training session is to give you a comprehensive safety orientation to our workplace. Your responsibility for your own safety, definition of safety attitude, and safety rule violations. All employees must have a responsibility or responsibilities in the safety program. Your safety attitude prevents injuries to you and others. Wearing PPE, personal protective equipment, is an example of how a safety attitude protects you. Telling others to wear PPE protects them. Cleaning up water or removing a trip hazard are also examples of how a safety attitude prevents injuries. Your suggestions or actions such as housekeeping, following safe procedures, and keeping guards on machinery keep you, your coworkers, and especially our students safe. We are constantly striving to make this an accident-free workplace, and you'll play an important role in helping to make that possible. Management has the responsibility of providing engineering controls, administrative controls, and PPE that will help ensure you can work safely. Training employees to work safely will go a long way toward improving safety at work. Supervisors are typically responsible for enforcing the safety controls implemented by management. You, however, have the largest responsibility. Even though it's the employer's responsibility to train employees on job safety, it's ultimately the employee's responsibility to learn the rules and follow them. The goal of our safety policy is to ensure an accident-free workplace. Continue to participate in all safety training meetings as required. Report any hazards, unsafe conditions, incidents, and near misses immediately. We need to know so that we can investigate their causes and make necessary changes. You play a big role in the successful implementation of safety in your workplace. Always keep a safety attitude and urge others to do so. Failure to obey safety rules and follow safe work practices, including the use of appropriate designated safety equipment, is grounds for disciplinary action, up to and including termination. The use of illicit drugs and alcohol is both illegal and harmful. Possession or distribution of drugs and/or alcohol at work or on any work-sponsored activity is prohibited. Violation of this rule is subject to disciplinary action and could result in immediate dismissal as provided by school board policy. For more details, please refer to Policy DH Legal/Local, Policy DHE Legal/Local, and other district policies relating to safety policies and procedures. If you have an accident on the job, be sure to report it to your supervisor immediately, whether or not you're injured. It's important that you report immediately. Then, if you have any problems from the accident down the road, your claim will have been reported and you can obtain medical assistance if needed. You can help ensure safety on the job by following the basic safety procedures and rules established in your area or department. Always know and follow the general safety rules. Obey all warning signs. Follow all safety procedures and policies. Do not take shortcuts. Do not engage in horseplay. Do not use a chair, desk, or table as a step stool. Report any accidents or unsafe conditions or practices immediately. Use PPE when required. Use common sense. To prevent workplace slips, trips, and falls, focus on 3 key areas: housekeeping, flooring, ladders, and walking or footwear. Housekeeping is the first and most important way to prevent workplace slips, trips, and falls. Without good housekeeping practices, any other preventative measures such as specialty footwear or training on techniques of walking and safe falling will never be fully effective. Here are a few good housekeeping items to remember. Secure mats, rugs, and carpets that do not lie flat. Always close file cabinet, desk, or storage drawers. Cover, tape, or remove cords that cross walkways or rooms. Keep work areas and walkways well lit. Safety precautions. Use slip-resistant footwear. Use paved walkways as much as possible unless in an emergency. Don't take stairs 2 at a time, nor run on stairs. Make sure your path of travel is clear. Be aware of floor or ground level changes as marked. Use the 4-to-1 ladder rule. Set the base of the ladder 1 foot away from the wall for every 4 feet of ladder height. Only use ladders with non-skid feet. Tie off the ladder or have someone support the base. Never stand on the top 2 rungs of the ladder. Don't climb with tools in your hand. Keep them on a tool belt. Don't overreach to the sides from the ladder. Always fully extend the stepladder legs before use. Before operating machinery, consider the hazards. Wear personal protection equipment, PPE, specified by operating procedures or your supervisor. Inspect machinery before use. Guards, belts, hoses, electrical cords. Never operate a malfunctioning machine or one with a missing or broken guard. Be sure you're trained before working with machines. Follow lockout or tagout procedures. Never perform maintenance on equipment unless you are authorized. So when lifting properly, evaluate the load en route. Get help when needed. Bend at the knees. Pull the load close to the body. Face the load. Don't twist your body. Lift with your legs. Keep your back straight. Do not overextend when reaching. Use a footrest if standing for long periods. Electrical hazards are present in every workplace. Common sense precautions can keep you safe around electricity. Some of those precautions include not overloading outlets. Use plugs that fit the outlet. Check wire and cord insulation. Fasten cords with tape, not nails or staples. Do not run cords through water or touch with wet hands. Do not use damaged cords. Do not use ungrounded cords or remove grounding prong from a 3-pronged plug. A good safety attitude means working safely with chemicals. Chemicals may burn your skin, irritate your respiratory system, eyes, or cause dizziness and nausea. Ask your supervisor whenever you have questions about materials, container labels, or SDS information. Make sure you know how to read the labels or SDS. Make sure you know where to access your district's SDS. Know the location of fire extinguishers near your work area. Where are other extinguishers located? Are you trained and authorized to use one? Your role might be to report the fire and evacuate so that firefighters can respond. You should know the location of at least 2 exits or escape routes that are near your work area. Would you know what to do if someone in your work area is seriously injured or appears to be having a heart attack? If you've not been trained in first aid and CPR AEDs, see the list of those employees trained at your school or office and/or report the incident. Call 911. Think safety. Bloodborne pathogens. Key points to remember. Bloodborne pathogens can cause fatal disease. Be aware of exposure at work. Take universal precautions. Use PPE and safe work practices. Decontaminate yourself and equipment. Understand and follow exposure incident procedures. Report exposure incidents. Adjust your workspace to fit your body. Maintain good posture. Keep your head straight, facing forward. Keep your shoulders neutral by holding your arms close to your body. Do not overreach or stretch when getting items. Take breaks to rest your muscles and change position. Do stretching and flexing exercises to keep muscles limber. If you're driving a district vehicle and have an accident while at work, report it immediately. Inspect the vehicle. Obey all traffic laws. Know driving hazards and conditions. Always use reasonable and prudent speeds. Do not use your cell phone while driving. Stop if you must use it. Always scan ahead for hazards or potential concerns. Map out your route and avoid road rage. Encourage others to work safely. Our workplace will be a safe place to work when everyone has a safety attitude, thinks safety, and acts and works safely. For more information on our workplace safety, please go to the Duncanville ISD intranet Risk Management for forms, guidelines, safety tips, newsletters, and other safety resource information. Please feel free to contact us at Duncanville ISD Risk Management Office.